I don't feel very confident in making this video. Why? Because every time I make a video talking about leaks or rumors, speculation, something will then come up, will then release that make the entire last video entirely kaput. And it looks like it's happened again and will continue happening until I'm in the grave. I don't know, maybe by the time I record and upload this video, something else will come out. I don't know. So I'm gonna do the only thing I know how to do, and that is edit this video really fast. And oh boy, if you're a fan of G5 and even a bigger fan of G6, you're gonna want to stick around to hear what I have to say, okay? Trust me on this. Howdy, my name is CXCD, and originally, I was gonna make a video on this, because I didn't think there was really enough to cover. But the more I sat down and thought about this, the more I realized people really need to hear what I have to say about this, because there's a lot of annoying things happening right now within the community. Ladies and gentlemen, last video I told you about something called the Ponyverse. If you don't remember what I had to say, or if you just don't want to watch it because you're too lazy, totally understandable by the way, I'm gonna really quickly recap it for you. Basically, a Spanish slideshow was leaked from a toy company that detailed, Hasbro's future with the MLP brand, and how specifically there was going to be a new series coming out, and it was not G5. Something called the Ponyverse. What is that? We still have no idea. It was later revealed by a very credible leaker called M-. Once again, this leaker has never been wrong, that these plans were actually completely outdated. And Hasbro is moving on to bigger and better things that many people assumed to be G6 because of the way he phrased it. Not only that, but G5 was dead, and had been for a very long time. And now we have even more information about that situation. It seems like just suddenly, out of nowhere, just a ginormous cascade of MLP news just randomly came out. It's crazy. So much information came out, as a matter of fact, that I think that this video actually would have been better if it was part of the last video. I really wish this information came out like a week ago, so I don't look like an idiot making a part 2 to a video that no one's gonna frickin' watch. But whatever, we're here now and that's all that matters, right? Please subscribe. But after I released my last video, suddenly and unexpectedly, a Russian website posted what appears to be a pitch video of a new, unseen before MLP series, and boy does this series have some things in it. I'm not entirely sure how much of this series I can show you, because Hasbro may or may not be taking down YouTube videos that include these pictures in them. So instead, all I'm going to do is I'm going to trace over these pictures with my own artistic stills. I'm sorry about this, but I don't want to run that risk. If you want to see those images, seriously, just Google them. Suffer on my behalf, please. Basically, what a pitch video is, and what this is just a very rough outline of what a new series would be. It's a step down from a pilot episode, basically. Its animation is incredibly basic, basically as complex as my animations, which are just sliding PNGs. So I'm going to recap this entire pitch video for you real quick. This world would have been a pseudo mix between G4 and G5. It looks like it takes place in the world of G5 with like the trees and things, but it has G4 characters. This would have followed the perspective of Twilight Sparkle going to something known as Camp Cutie Mark. Conveniently, what I also think the name of the series would be CCM. Camp Cutie Mark. CCM is basically where ponies go to discover their marks. And who else is at that camp other than Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Misty? It really seems like they're trying to pull the most popular characters from the last 2 generations, isn't it? From where this leak originated, a Russian website, they give a little bit more information of what Hasbro thinks about this project. They say that Hasbro internally doesn't like calling this Generation 6. Instead, they're calling it FIM 2.0 or G 4.1. Hasbro, just bite the bullet and call it G6. Okay, sure, whatever. This series was also supposed to be announced for MLP FIM's 15th anniversary, also known as October 2025, and it was supposed to be released in February of 2026. And really quickly, let's just compare this leaked pitch video to the slideshow. A new series? Check. Renovated franchise marketing? That's to be determined. A brand new visual identity? Well, it's not anything we've seen before, so yeah. And our most iconic characters. Abso-freaking-lutely. They're taking the 3 most popular characters from G4 plus Misty from G5, who I think tops the popularity polls every single time, by the way. So CCM is a dead ringer for what we knew as the Ponyverse, and M- said it was canceled. So, unfortunately, this show is canceled. Sorry guys, it's true. And I've seen a surprising amount of people breathe a sigh of relief at that. A lot of people really didn't want this series. A lot of people see that they were returning to G4 characters and their immediate reflex was flinching at it. And to be fair, I can see where they're coming from. The main 6 are the fandom's precious characters that they don't want to be absolutely ruined by Hasbro. People are scared to see these characters be abused by Hasbro. like G5 was. But at the same time, couldn't you have given it a freaking chance? We don't know what the series would have been. We don't know what it would have entailed. It could have been a really, really good series, but the fandom is too caught up in the G4 characters to give it an actual chance. All I'm saying is, why can't you wait and see? Why do you have to judge a book so harshly by its cover? You would have doomed a series to fail from the beginning just because you're too blinded by the previous failure of G4. You would have immediately killed a series just because you judge it by its cover, because the last series, G5, was an absolute failure. Also, people are saying this is AI generated, literally have no idea what that means. People will throw around the AI word just because they don't want to be real. Let me tell you, if AI could do half of this work, humanity is doomed. I know it's not AI because for an AI to make an art style like this, and to make that art style this consistent between images, you'd have to do so much more manual work than actually just drawing the images. It would take more effort to make this AI generated than actually just drawing it. Once again, if you want to see how consistent these images are, look them up online, because I'm pretty sure my sketches aren't giving you a very good picture of what it's supposed to look like. Also, if this is actually AI, then it looks like a non-AI company who has publicly came out and said they don't use AI before in the past, managed to solve one of AI's biggest issues, which is hallucinations, that not even ChatGPT themselves can solve. And Hasbro did it. And no, before you ask, the voice isn't AI either. You can literally hear their lips smack together when they're talking. But hey, don't worry. You guys got your wish. This MLP project lines up perfectly with what Ponyverse was supposed to be. And Ponyverse was canceled, which means this is canceled. Good job. You guys killed it before you even knew it was a real thing. That's honestly impressive. And now people are even saying that this is a fan-animated pilot that got repackaged as a leak. So I don't know what this thing is. Wouldn't it be absolutely crazy, just insane, if Hasbro came out and directly confirmed this thing's existence? And maybe potentially said that the series that we thought was canceled actually isn't canceled, or at least implied that. Wouldn't it be absolutely crazy if I've been leading you on to saying that the series is canceled, and it's not actually canceled? Wouldn't it be absolutely crazy if... These screenshots came from Briarlight, a well-known community member who originally posted the original leaks on Twitter for everybody to see. Briarlight is well-known in the community, basically. Briarlight has a lot to lose by faking these images. It makes you kind of aggravated to see people immediately dismissing these screenshots as fake just because they don't want it to be real, right? Like, I don't want it to be real, so la 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 la. The thing is that in the context of who this is and what's happening and what they posted, these screenshots have credibility behind them. This isn't some random account that's 3 days old who just randomly decided to post these screenshots. This is from the person who originally posted the leaks. So, well, not originally posted the leaks. I mean, like, reposted them for everybody to see. I mean, people have said that the reason why I think that it's fake is because it came from a inactive Twitter account, the MLP Twitter account. The MLP Twitter account hasn't posted anything since the Obama administration. So that'll give you a little bit of a idea of how old how unactive this Twitter account is. But if Hasbro is really rebooting MLP, wouldn't they go back and redo a bunch of their old social media accounts? Like, for instance, their YouTube channel. When G5 came out, they changed the banner, obviously. I don't know, I just really feel like people who are calling these screenshots fake are just really grasping for straws. So, if we read a little deeper into the message, we'll find some very interesting information. Hasbro considers this information confidential, but it's also not ready for prime time, and Hasbro will talk about this project when it's ready to be talked about. That tells me that it's still in production. That doesn't seem very canceled to me. And I take M-Dash's word very heavily. I don't think M-Dash is lying or anything like that. I just think that Ponyverse was a completely separate project. And CCM might be either an evolution of Ponyverse, or literally just something completely different. I don't know. And you see, that's the entire thing about this whole thing. There's a lot of I don't knows. And people are making such ginormous assumptions. They make me scratch my head and think how they came to that conclusion. Maybe CCM already was canceled, and Hasbro is actually working on G6. I don't know. Maybe CCM is the thing that came after Ponyverse, and now CCM is the main project. I don't know. I don't know anything. It's so early days in this entire project that anything I can say could either be true or not. I don't know. Like I said a million times before, and I'll say it one more time again, everything in this project could be proven false. There's no telling. So at the end of the day, I'm just some bloke, some mid-Michigan asshole, who's telling you what to believe. But if this project isn't canceled, and if this project's still going on, for the love of God, give it a chance. Let it breathe. Don't judge a book by its cover, okay? Just let it happen. Excuse me, hello, I actually have some closing statements to give to this video. There's been even more new developments after I finished recording this video that I should tell you now. Equestria Daily, a news posting article website, posted about these leaks, but for whatever reason, that post was taken down. It didn't take long for Cestio, whatever his name is, to then confirm that Hasbro themselves asked Cestio to take down these leaks, to take down that article. That confirms that the Twitter screenshot is genuinely true. Cestio has a lot more to lose by lying about something like that than Briarlight. That doesn't mean that Hasbro is working on this series. That just means that these leaks were true. There's a big difference between that. It means that the series was in development at some time, but it does not mean that it's still in development. And finally, Hasbro, if you're watching, listen. Give your writers creative control over everything. Just let them do their own thing, and please, I beg you from my knees, make a good series. Please. If you want me to take down this video, I guess I can do that. My Twitter account's in my description if you really want to tell me to take it down. I mean, I guess. But I think it's genuinely better if more people see it, okay, Hasbro? So, that's the end of the video. And if you don't know already, I'm actually working on my own MLP project, known as Generation 6. Not actually, hold on. Known as Chronicles. Chronicles is basically we're making a fan pilot to then send to Hasbro to see if they'd like to greenlight us or at least support us in some way. People are calling me really stupid for this. I've been insulted on in servers before because of this, saying that's a bad idea, that you shouldn't do it. Okay, I understand that, but it'd still be really funny to try, okay? If you want to help the project, there's actually a Discord server open now. Here's a QR code for it. It's a vetting server. It basically means you have to go there to submit your portfolio and stuff to see if you'll actually be let into the real Discord server. But if you don't feel like doing that, just want to join an actual Discord server, you can talk with me and my compadres. My actual main Discord server is in the description below. Anyways, I think that's about it for me. Remember, kids, always intolerate intolerance, and I suppose I will see you guys later. Goodbye.